Yo guys, Gluten-Free EDC here. I'm Brian, your gluten-sensitive representative. Today I've got a Divo Knives party. I'm in a cool pass-around group. This one is coming from the Divo himself, Kev over at Lefty EDC. Really good dude, making some pretty cool knives, I gotta say. So today we've got 3 of them for you. We've got the Growler V2. I'm not sure if everything is gonna be exactly what it says on the box. Wave carbon fiber, bead blast finish, 154 cm. We've got the Mash V2.5, bronze titanium black wash, 154 cm again. And then we have, this one just says black, right? This is a Premium Pony Stout, blacked out, pretty cool. Very excited to get into these. Let's check them out. We'll go Growler first. Got a cool little microfiber. The Growler. Alrighty, so yep, wave carbon fiber. That is pretty cool carbon fiber that he's using. Actually, it's kind of like just like the OG like standard stuff you would use, but you could tell there's like a little more of a wave to it. So rather than like your standard weave, pretty cool. I like that. We got purple, I assume anodized titanium pivot collar on both sides. You have the pocket clip. I'm curious, is this steel? No, that is titanium, folks. That's pretty awesome. Wire clips, you just can't go wrong. A wire clip just works in the pocket so well. Pretty cool back spacer here as well. Very neat. You got the lanyard hole for you lanyard folks. And yeah, let's open her up. So, decent D10 on this one. This one is from Kev, so from Lefty EDC, so I imagine he sent around some sweet ones, like hand-picked them. But I think what's unique about this is the amount of belly in the blade, right? The blade shape itself is very cool looking. It's still a drop point in my opinion, but huge belly, and then the jimping goes all the way. So it doesn't matter what size of your hand you are. You choke back, you're hitting jimping. Choked up into the choil that's incorporated into the scale and blade itself. You got that, and then if you want to do the pinch grip with your index finger, you know, anywhere you go, you got jimping. Obviously down here, you're not, but yeah, really, really great. I like that. We have what appears to be a liner lock, and it is milled out. There, you could kind of make out the milling right there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Do we have a liner on the other side? Yes, we do. So you have a liner on the opposite side as well. So this is a full liner lock. Lockup looks to be pretty awesome. It is cut out in a way that allows this to be proud of this scale. So the lock bar is proud of this scale. It is actually proud ever so slightly with the jimps. Reach out from behind that scale as well. Great. Yeah, you can really get good access to that lock bar. Push it over nice and easy. I've been crazy about that lately. So yeah, really, really decent. You got 154 cm on there. Let me see if I can get that in. There we go. I like that they included it there, so there's no billboarding on this blade because they incorporate Donkey Kong or Divo Knives into the pivot. Pretty cool. I like how they do that. It just leaves the blade nice and sterile. Shoo, great action. I mean, Divo Knives, that's what they're known for. I'm not great at like the thumb opening as much, but yeah, you could definitely flick it out. You could slow roll it out, which I actually really like with a thumb hole knife. Very, very nice. I think ergos, it's another win for me too. So you've got that straight line and the dip down. Always huge to me because that's how it's going to fill your hand with the shape of your hand, right? Then you have the double choil, and it's rounded off at the back so you don't have a sharp end. So in all, the choked up position for me is the more comfortable position. I'm not sure I really always like when the second choil is further in but it works because the pinky is further out. So you can see the pinky is kind of like in line with that choil. I think that's always a big win, if not even deeper this way. But yeah, really good. I like the ergos on it. Choked back, it works, obviously. But it just, this knife feels like you want to use that forward choil at all times. I'm a big fan of the pinch grip. With this one, due to this blade shape, it would be pretty hard. You'd have to bend your wrist really far just to get that tip in there. So this is going to be more for those type of cuts that you're going to want the belly. Not really my scene as much, my style. Oh my goodness, the thumb flick. I am just awful right now. It's very cold where I am right now too, so I'll use that as an excuse. So, but the middle finger flick, awesome. So really cool knife there. Let's dive into the mash. Oh, reversible clip. Big about many of the Divo knives. You're going to see a reversible clip. Fantastic. I mean, so that way, if you're righty or lefty, you can make the knife yours. So really cool. Yeah. So this one, he sent a cool little Divo microfiber, different one. Get that in there. This is the mash. There we go. I see what he means about the bronze. That is pretty cool. Bronze titanium and a black wash. This is version 2.5. So, oof. D10 is stout on this one. I love the mash. I have a video up of the version 1 mash. It's a fantastic knife, guys. It's, for the price, it's just hard to beat, honestly. You're getting pretty good materials. He upgraded this one quite a bit. The blade shape is ever so slightly upgraded or modified. You also have 154 cm. Pretty cool. And again, he's putting it on the blade, but just behind here, so it's kind of hidden. It's just like what we just saw here, right? So you got the 154 cm. Let me see if it's harder to get it to focus on the satin, even though it's a stonewash. But yeah, really cool. So the only billboarding is there, and then on the pivot itself, again, you have longer jimping. So I think that's just really nice, depending on how you're going to grip it. Now, the ergos are fairly neutral on this one. You have a slight curve here, you know, kind of a choil here, but really it's just a consistent curve. That's just lock bar access, and it's pretty round here. It works. It works well enough. I can see some oil there, but maybe I'll dab that off. There we go. Good enough, at least. So I like the black wash. That's neat. It helps it to be a user, right? So I like that. This bronze finish is gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. You know, you got the very subtle micro milling, likely from the machining, not necessarily intentional, but the bronze smooths it out with that stone wash that they did. I think this is a really cool finish. I'm trying to get that through to you guys. It's a subtle bronze. That's beautiful. This blade shape is so useful. So for any cut that you want, and now there's like this, a bit of belly to it too. The sharpening choil and plunge are awesome on this one. I didn't mention that on this one. Sharpening choil ends right at the plunge as well. They're always good with that. I think Kev and Colin make it a point they want their knives to be used and sharpened. So yeah, great design. This is, excuse me. This is, I think, technically a subliner. I don't believe there's a liner on this side. Let's see. I'm having a hard time kind of seeing into there. Yeah, I believe subliner technically, because you have the liner on this side. Let's see. Yep, this lock bar seems to be a part of that liner system. So great access to the lock bar. So disengagement, which I've just been crazy about lately. It's super easy. Great action. Yeah, the Stouter D10 is kind of nice, honestly. Whoo, baby. Yeah, this is a win. The mash 2.5. I wouldn't sleep on it, guys. Like, it's a fantastic knife, honestly. This build, honestly, might be a win for me, too. I'm not usually crazy about the black, but that's kind of doing it for me. Like the fact that it's like that stone wash, so the black wash, yeah, that's probably the one to go for, especially with the bronze coupling. So black and bronze are just really nice contrast together. Yeah, this is a sweet knife. I have no real issues with this knife at all. It's gorgeous. I mean, you dunked it in oil clearly, but you know, that's not really an issue. I'm sure you have to for this pass around too. So get this a little out of the way too. And then the one that I'm really interested in, silly, My Little Pony Stout. This is the perfect sticker. This is yeah, My Little Pony Stout. So this is the Premium Pony. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave this one here because that's hilarious. But this thing's awesome. The Stout, I think blade shape wise, isn't really my cup of tea. This cutout right here, just it's just not quite my style. But for whatever reason, in the pony version, the smaller version, so the Stout is the regular size. I believe that's a 3 1/4 inch blade. This is probably like a 2.75 or 3 maybe. This is a 3-inch blade, maybe. Just shy. It's like a somewhere between 2.75 and 3 inches. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I like the blade shape, just works better for whatever reason in the small for me. You could choke back on this. There's not even enough room for my hands, and mine, I have medium-sized glove, but I'm on the smaller side, so you're going to want to choke up if you want that full grip. But then I have plenty. It's just this nib here, or nub, is pretty large, right? So yeah, really cool. I like this knife. It just works. It feels real nice. Like, it sounds stupid, but it feels premium. So you have the titanium. You've got that liner on this side only. No milling on this side. You don't need it because this is a pretty small, light knife. I believe it's S90V that he's throwing on this one. Pretty cool. I don't see any billboarding whatsoever. I don't even see the DK. That's pretty crazy. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him if that's what's intended. Jeez. Wow. All right, so he, like, this one must have been handpicked because the D10's really nice and stout. The D10's kind of perfect, actually. This is, whew, my goodness. D10's phenomenal. You got a small lock bar over here. Fantastic access. You got the jimping in there, so no problem getting into there, pushing it over, and with like a light shake, you can shut this. No problem. You can walk it open with your thumb. Really good. Yeah, that D10. Oh yeah, nice and stout on this one. I think it works really well. I think you need something when it's smaller like this. You're gonna need something to kind of throw it, right? So really cool. I like it. Perfect blade shape. And something I just noticed with the pinch grip, because this ramps up ever so slightly, the thumb ramp, it really works well to help maneuver it down. So then you can get the tip down and, you know, cut whatever. So I think that's really good. There is a slight bit of belly to this, ever so slightly. I think that's awesome. Really nice hollow grind on here. This stonewash is phenomenal. I really dig the stonewash on there. I'm a sucker for a stonewash, if you can't tell. This black wash, really cool. I can't tell. I don't think it's bronzish. Maybe it is, though. But regardless, really, really nicely done. I think this is a home run. So, yeah, I would, if you're in the market, I'd pick one of these up. This feels premium. I think this is worth, I forget what he's asking for this, but this is definitely around a $300 knife. I think it's maybe $275 before his discount of 10% off. So, ooh. See, I'm just not great with the thumb, but yeah, this feels premium. I think this is a real home run. Nothing budget about this guy. This is a premium knife. Really cool. S90V, great steel, you know. I'm not too crazy about what steels they're using. Maybe the NC 128 or whatever that is. I don't want to see that one on this expensive of a knife, but yeah, S90V works for me. And it rhymed, so it must be true that it works for me. So yeah, great knife, great ergos. You've got pretty neutral ergos here. It's a smaller knife, so I kind of get it, but you do have this choil, and you can see this choil and this part actually meet up, so it's not further in this way. And then it does swell out towards this tail end, which I think is really a big deal. So level here, and then that swell. That does feel great in the hand. Would I have liked to see a little more curve here? Yeah, sure, like just a separate angle slightly, definitely. But because that thumb ramp is pretty substantial, it does work well to kind of push that swell up. So, and then I have it swelling out this way, so then I can grab onto it nice and easy. So yeah, overall, really, really fantastic. I'm really glad that I got to share these knives with you guys. Divo Knives has been killing it. I've only owned this one so far, or version 1 of this knife, and it is fantastic. Let's get some size comparisons real quick. Let's put the little guy right in the middle. 3 1/4 inch on this guy. So I believe we're at 3 inches on the Growler. Somewhere around 275 on the Premium Pony. We'll show you a 3.25 inch blade on the Quiet Carry Waypoint. So you could see right there, this is the knife I always use because consistency. So substantially bigger than the Pony. And basically the same as the Mash, but the Mash is just bigger height-wise, really. I'm sure thickness, because this is a thin knife. So yeah, I'll leave this on here actually. Quiet Carry Waypoint, guys. And then I gotta have a custom. This is a new knife that I have. I will have a video up on this down the road. This is the, I believe it's pronounced Xylo by Thierry Savidan. My goodness, guys. This is Warthog Tusk. Yeah, this is a custom build for me, so I had this spec'd to my exact specifications. So yeah, really, really great knife. I'll have more about that later on, but hope you guys enjoyed this awesome Divo party. It's pretty cool to have these in hand and being able to experience them. If I have anything more to add, I will try to drop some comments below. Let me know which one was your favorite of these 3. Was it the Growler? That blade shape is unique and just beautiful. Was it the Pony Stout? Because we're more into those premium kind of knives. Or was it the Mash? Because, man, is that a fantastic EDC tool. Let me know down below. It's been real. Have a great rest of your day or evening, guys. Take care.